Why is this called Dick Sick? Dick Sick. What a weird name.
Dick sick. I'm feeling dick sick. Someone get me a computer. We're just three best friends. All right. I feel like I probably missed something, so let me take it back. No, sleep. No, we're just three best friends till the end.
Catching up and wagging shins.
How's it going? How's it been?
Enough of that. Let's jump right in.
Welcome to the Dick Sick Podcast.
Episode
Dick Sick
number 3.
podcast. Have we ever talked about why it's called that? Have we talked about that?
Yes, we
In the
have.
trailer.
Yeah.
In the trailer. Okay, cool. Then let's not talk about it. Let's go back to what we're talking about music, which
Yeah.
is something that all of us connect on
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Big time.
And it's like playing different things for different.
yeah.
But keep going. You were talking. Or actually, you were talking.
Yeah, you were talking
Was I?
about working out. You have to have podcasts.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
if I have to focus, I have to listen to a podcast, or I have to listen, or I have to watch like put something in the background, so that I can, like, I have something to not focus on, which is very strange to me. Like when I'm doing chores or if I'm working out, I can watch like my like Modern Family or
Yeah.
even like my anime, like the English dubbed anime stuff, so that it's on in the background and it doesn't feel like a chore.
Yeah, mine feels like
Because working out, it feels like a chore to me.
I hate wasting my time
Yeah.
because it's like the one thing that I can never get back.
Yeah.
You can make money again. You can make friends again. You can make like, no, seriously, like
Friends again is rough.
It's hard. It's hard. It's hard, but it's fun.
I would much rather try to get back my time.
That's funny, but like seriously, like I hate wasting my time. So sometimes I'll be one of those people with like 5 different things happening
Yeah.
when it's just me alone.
Yeah.
Like I'll be playing Hearthstone. I'll be listening to a podcast. I'll have, something else, or texting.
Yes.
Like I like having like 4 screens.
Yeah.
And it's like, it feels like I'm not wasting any time. And it's like same with like working out. You're listening to a podcast. So I'm taking something in, I'm working on my mental, and I'm working on my physical, and I'm just becoming a better man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
like
100%.
but when in reality, that's kind of the waste of time. Like you should be able to just sit and do nothing.
But the thing is,
It's just
is
so
like,
hard.
Yeah, sitting
Yeah.
and doing nothing is great. The older I get,
I'm bad at it.
the less time I'm sitting and doing nothing. I'm
I
not even
can
relaxed.
do
I'm just
it, I
like,
just
oh
feel
fuck,
like-
I'm doing this.
I feel
and
garbage, like garbage afterward. If I sit, and
I
do
do feel
nothing,
guilty.
I feel so guilty.
But also, I'm not trying to say I'm like spending every minute fruitfully. Like I'm wasting my time still, but it just feels like I'm doing things.
Yeah, 100%.
Does that make sense? Like I
100%.
know I'm wasting my time,
Yeah.
but
I'm wasting
sitting
my
there
time.
doing nothing is also kind of a waste of time,
I think
but not really.
if I can ever get to a place where I'm sitting there and doing nothing, like I'm sitting, I'm
Meditating.
just being alone with my thoughts. I'm not. Let me
like a
just
nightmare to
let me
me.
just sit here and get, because initially, I'm sitting there. If I'm not on my phone, if I'm not on anything, the thoughts creep in. And I'm like, oh god damn it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, okay, you're living in that panic for a second. Just sit. How are we feeling? Like, how are we actually feeling? Which I know, like, I feel like the older generations are like, well, it's not that hard. I'm like, bro, you had 3 channels on TV. That was it, dude. We're getting information
I got 3
all
channels.
the time.
That's it.
There's bing, 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 bing. And then you get on the subway and someone's like, I don't know if you know this, but I am homeless. I'm like, we knew. And I feel horrible, right? Because it's
Yeah.
like, for a moment, you're like, really? And then you're like, oh, you have nothing. And then you're like, wait, I'm on a subway too, going somewhere I don't want to be to make money because I'm out of money. Every day you wake up, you're like, must get dollars. It's not even dollars for cool shit. You're like, must put dollars in machine for blanket. You know, it's like, that's why when you see kids, they're like, yeah, I'm down at the Scoozy Street down on Canal. I'm getting my bag. I'm like, oh, I would love to rob you.
What?
Yeah, see,
What?
you've never been in the garment district. These kids
I've
are
never
unchecked.
been in the garment district.
These kids, my fellow American citizens, are you okay?
She's having a dream.
Yeah, about the kids on Scoozy Street taking your money.
Good, Sky.
She's
she
probably
was
having a
having a moment.
She just had a
flashback.
little.
She had a little twitchy. She's,
She's
about to
being
pass
like-
right back out too. Watch.
I met a person at a bar in
She's
Brooklyn.
comfy. She
and,
feels safe.
And their parents were lawyers, and they got $10,000 a month for an apartment. And then they're like, things are hard. I'm like, you know what I could do? I could come back to your apartment, beat the shit out of you, and take all your
It
money.
is one of those things. He sent me a video the other day about like, it's two guys. They have a podcast on the subway.
Oh my god.
Yes,
and
dude.
he's talking about how everyone has rich parents and they pretend like they don't, and it's so fucking funny.
It's so
Because it's
funny.
like
that's also the guy, the white guy. It's his podcast. He just does interviews. They're like, "What's
Oh,
your
okay.
hot take?" And this
Yeah.
is a random guy on the subway.
well, he was so right.
he was
because
so right, and it was so funny.
It is one of those things where it's like you realize that you have a home to go back to.
Yeah.
Like you if you needed to,
Yeah.
you could call someone and they could give you money.
Yeah.
Do you understand how different that makes us?
Yes.
like
That right there
like
is
just
how
that
it's like,
idea. If you absolutely needed it, like I'm sure I could call my grandma.
we would have to it would
But,
here's the
like-
thing, it's not just a phone call away for us. It's multiple
few phone
It's a
calls.
few phone calls. It's a lot to
It's a lot of
hand- it's
convincing,
a lot
it's
of
a lot-
convincing and somehow the entire family goes in debt because of it.
And
It's also,
it ain't
yeah, a
gonna
ruined
happen
line of
because we're
credit.
Prideful.
Yes. What'd you
And-
say, Davis?
It's a ruined line of credit. If you were like, I'm stuck here, I got to get home, my parents would have to be like, all right, we're each going to take out a credit card.
No,
We're
yeah.
each going to get a cash advance to
Yeah.
get him a $30 bus ticket. I mean, not actually.
No. I've
My
met
parents
those
would be
guys.
like,
He's
I
always
have
trying to get money for the
$30.
bus.
I have $30. My parents would be like offended.
I
We have
remember
$30.
our buddy, his name's Bob. He asked his dad, Bob, for some money.
Oh, Boo Bear.
I remember this is the first time I ever saw this.
yeah. Oh, I remember.
We were in high school.
We were in high school. He goes, Dad, can I have some money? Which I never asked my dad for money.
That's
ever.
shenanigans.
Ever.
I had to for a bit until I got my job. Until I like had a job, I always had to ask my mom. For
I was just like, I'll just go without. You know what I mean? Like, I'll
Yeah.
just not have whatever everyone
Yeah.
else is doing. But, like, he goes, Dad, can I have some money? And he goes, and he said something hilarious because he's a very funny
He's
man.
so funny.
And he pulls out a wad of $100 bills and goes, and I was like, blink, blink. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Did you just give this teenager $600?
No, he gave him like 200, but I was like,
it was still just like it was just like
$200 when you're in high school?
Yeah, dude.
I was like, loaded.
that was like that's like I
Literally.
could make that last.
Literally,
I
dude.
could
I'd
make
be
that
like,
last for
what?
2 weeks in high school.
Like,
That's
200 is
great.
crazy.
That is great in high school.
Yeah.
But to be fair, the vehicle that he was driving
was a Hummer.
it was his dad's, and then he got the Titan, which also was a gas guzzler.
And then sometimes he'd drive that.
the fucking Mercedes,
Yeah.
an armored Mercedes,
Dude, when
How
I
did
ha-
he befriend us?
because
when
he
I-
has just as much parental trauma as we do.
exactly.
I don't really have parental trauma.
You have
You
sibling
really want to
trauma.
go there?
All right, episode 3. Dick
you really want to go
Dick
there?
sick. Yeah, no, you probably do. Yeah,
I'm like,
no.
yes,
I
you
know
yeah,
what my
no, you
problem
do.
is. I know my
Whoa,
problem.
yeah.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
I think so, but I don't want to word it right now.
Okay.
Why not?
We'll hit it on the Patreon episode. We'll grill this fucking dude.
It would be self-hatred from my father and people-pleasing from my mother.
Damn.
I would go even further.
Let's jump in. Welcome to Dick Sick.
Welcome
of
to
that.
David's
Let's
sick.
unpack that.
Yeah, literally. I can't believe I said that.
That's so funny, and I never say it without crediting
Welcome
you,
to
by the
Let's
way.
Unpack That.
Yeah, he goes, and welcome back to Let's Unpack That.
When was
I-
that?
That was
I don't know.
in Jersey.
I have no fucking recollection,
No
Your
Man's
Honor.
Land?
Yeah.
That feels like a scorched earth. That just feels like a
yeah.
place you don't go anymore.
That's exactly right. I don't go there anymore.
Oh,
I
I'd
don't
still
want
go to Jersey.
I wouldn't.
Speaking of not going
It's not
there,
going to be
Unless I'm
ruined.
tell me
going
about
me.
my trauma.
Well, do you need a hug?
Oh, yeah. Whoa. Let's talk about that for 1 second.
Yeah, What?
please.
And I'm going to lead this because I don't want to be.
Yeah.
I was in a place the other day, wasn't feeling great. He comes into my room. We had a little tiff because he was out here trying to watch TV. I was on the phone with someone, and I was being a little loud on the phone. And so he comes to my room. He goes, hey, you got to quiet it down. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, if you can hear what I'm saying, if I'm loud enough for you to hear me, then you hear what's happening. Then you hear what I'm talking about. And I'm sure, whatever. You can hear me. So what? And so I just went, like I
Which
was
pissed me off.
But also, I was already pissed.
Yeah.
And you came into my room and said, quiet it down. And I was like, and so I
was
left because I was like, you know what? I'm not done talking.
Yeah.
And it is his apartment too.
Yeah.
And so when I came back in, I said, because I was still upset,
was still
but I
pissed.
understood I was wrong.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey, sorry, it's your apartment too. And I went to my room. End.
Yeah.
End. And then he comes in 30 minutes later, 10 minutes later, whatever. And he's like, hey, man, sorry about that. I should be there for you. I shouldn't be like da-da-da-da-da-da. And he gave me a hug. This is so stupid. But, like, I hadn't been touched, like, just touched in a while. And I started crying from
That-
him hugging me.
Checks out 100%.
It was crazy. I did not expect it at all. I don't know. Anyway, dick sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was.
Physical touch is one of the most.
It like gave me permission to let go, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That is 30,000 red flags.
Wait,
when you're
really?
like, when someone finally touched me, I was able to let go. As a friend, I'm like, all
Why is
right,
that
man,
bad?
we got to build a shed and have you around all the time.
Like Temple Grandin. You know what she made?
It was more of a release for cattle. But
But no, but it was literally
Yeah.
a hugging machine because she had to make a hugging machine to when she would what's it called when you
Have seizures?
Seizures.
no, but it's called oh, there's a word for it because I have students that it sounds like Riz. I know it's not Riz, but it's shoot when you kind of
convulse.
no, but there's a word for it, like a verb for like when kids who
Twitch?
need to like self adjust or self God, I can't think of any.
Like
words
if
right
they're
now.
overstimulated.
Tick.
Yes, when they're overstimulated, they start to stim. That's
Stim.
literally what it's called.
Yeah.
When they start stimming. So when she would stim or whatever, she made a hugging machine so she could walk in and pull this little lever and it would hug her and she would like stop stimming and she would like totally just release.
That's really cool.
And then she also cared a lot about livestock. And so she made it easier on cattle that were being slaughtered. Like there's like a hugging sort of mechanism in the slaughterhouse.
Right.
And so she invented that. And I'm like, fuck, I'm Temple Grandin.
You're like, I need a hugging machine.
I need a hug machine.
No, I mean, I think like you guys have hugged me before, and I've just been like very,
Life gets fucking hard
especially on a
sometimes.
bro trip
Yeah.
because we never see Bobby. If Bobby hugs me, I'll get
Oh,
super
dude.
emotional.
Me too. The
I'll
moment every
get
time
so
I see
fucking-
Bobby,
yeah.
I get emotional because I
Gay.
haven't seen him in so long.
You're like, I just bared my heart, but now that you're doing it,
Gay.
you're
What's the
different.
gafers, dude? So gay.
Gafer.
The Key and Peele episode when he's like, "Hey man, I'm just trying to read. Just leave me alone." And he's like, "I can't." Because I'm unable to read, and you being able to do so at such a proficient level makes me feel bad. Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Honest bullying.
I had no idea. I wish I could. Can I help you? No, I can't even. I can't even express myself to myself. You know, like all this stuff. And he's like, "What? Why are you yelling at me?" He's like, "Shut up, queer." He's like, "That's so uncalled for." He's like, "Of course it is. I've been having sexual thoughts about myself that I deem are inappropriate, so I'm taking it out on you." And he's like, "What? Just open up." He's like, "I can't. I have an inability to be honest with myself." And then his dad pulls up. He's like, "Get in the car, son. I'm going to beat you just like my dad used to beat me."
Oh my god.
I do remember that.
I just love when he's like,
felt
"I
just watched it
can't."
for the first time.
Okay,
Do what?
so
Just kidding.
you cried, so you're a loser. No, but
This is the best thing you do.
loser.
You're a loser. It's like the balance that gets me.
I think it's if you talk to the older generation of men, bro, you could be like, I love you, and they'll lose it. When we get off the phone, we're like, I love you, bro. Peace. Dude. I'll be like, I love you, Dad. And he's like, I love you too. I'm like, Jesus Christ, what are you carrying, man? Just take a breather.
I told Kristen's mom I loved her the other day. She didn't say anything. I was saying, bye. Love you. She's like, bye, David. I was like,
Oh,
Whoa.
it's like that.
No.
well,
I would have said it again. I would have been like, I
Now
love
we know
you.
how she feels about you.
I love you. I don't know. We don't need to
I'll
get
tell
off.
Christina's dad I love him. I'm like, I love you, Michael. Good to see you. And I'll hug him. And he's like, what the fuck is this?
He's like, I have geese to show you.
Yeah, but you're not going to give me a fucking gi. You're going to show me them. I competed in this one. Can I have it? Are you going to give it to me?
Can I sniff the crotch?
Can
Sure.
I look at it?
What a brine.
Ooh, dude, not brine, bro.
That's so gross.
Well, you.
That is so gnarly, dude.
Oh, that is so gnarly. I'm gonna power through that one. You're emotionally closed off, so that's why you were touched and you were like, I'm gonna burst into tears because someone hugged me.
I think it's the opposite.
What? No, no. I think that's perfectly.
Okay.
You are
No,
so
I think he's right on this.
you
one.
are so emotionally closed off that when someone hugs you, you're like, shit. It's all like
Okay.
it's heavy.
I wouldn't even say closed off. I wouldn't say that. I will say emotionally repressive. Like
There's
you
just
choose
so
to
much.
repress.
There's
certain
too much
things.
in there.
But
needs to be
it
repressed.
comes out. It comes out a lot.
And I'm the one. I keep it down.
Yeah.
But the thing, I also
Once this
feel.
takes off, first thing we're buying him, therapist.
I also feel like if you walk
Get that
around.
insurance, gonna get that doctor, gonna get in that brain.
Sponsored by
the
BetterHelp
rapist.
for only 9,000. Did you just sneeze on me? You know what?
I think we should. I think the edit has to go above now.
Like-
She's a part of it.
She needs
she
her own
really
cam.
is.
I know.
We need a Skylar cam.
Oh, this little
Skylar
Paul.
Cam is
This
just
little
her
Paul. I think if you were to walk around in your mind, you, and I probably do the same thing, but I do it differently. You
I'm thinking about SpongeBob right now.
You pick that. You're SpongeBob. You pick up everything. You're like, ooh, a pebble. Ooh, a pebble. You pick it up and you just put it in your pockets. You don't have to pick these things up, but you just keep picking them up and you put it in your pocket to the point where you can't move because you have so many pebbles in your pocket. And when someone's like, you can get rid of some pebbles, you're like, don't tell me what to do. These are my responsibilities and mine alone. And then he comes in, he's like, hey, SpongeBob. And you're like,
The
you know?
pebbles, they're falling out.
Yeah,
All right,
dude.
I get it.
No, I do the same thing.
So here's the thing
only
about
when
Davis.
Look,
Sometimes
David
Davis
Only
just
when
like the
he's
way
a
they-
little bitch and he cries. No, I'm just kidding.
when I pick up the
He just
pebble,
likes the way they feel.
I'm like, oh
Those
God.
pebbles.
I pick up the pebble. I'm
He's
like,
like
oh
rocks.
no,
Sometimes they rub together.
oh no, the pebble.
Yeah, they chafe
oh
in a nice way.
God. Oh no. I pick the pebble up, but I talk about picking the pebble up.
Yeah, and everyone knows you picked the pebble up.
Exactly.
And you're like, hey guys, I found another pebble.
Which is why I'm a great
we're like,
ambassador for
"Shut
mental
up."
health.
And for
And
for
bicep
me,
curls. Are you seeing these fucking things? Are you seeing these fucking pythons over here? How
I
much
did
do
buy
you
my
bench?
tickets.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
And I'm the
Pussy.
guy that's like, guys, go. Just like you're fine. Just pick up your pebbles as you need to. I'm over here in the back.
No, yours is there's a hole in your pocket. You're picking up a pebble and you put it in your pocket and it falls through. And then you pick up the same pebble, and you put it in your pocket, falls through. Pick up the pebble, put it in your pocket, falls right on through. And you think it's these new pebbles, but it's the same pebble.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, it does.
Actually, hold up. Zoom in. And Bobby
And you're not going to blame the pocket.
Bobby has 9 fucking
His
bags.
dad's giving him pebbles. How many pebbles do you want there?
Bobby lives on a skyscraper of pebbles, and he goes, "You
Where
guys
are
are."
my pebbles?
He goes,
Place rocks.
He goes, "You guys are fucking losers with your pebbles," and we're like, "You're the king of pebbles." He's like, "No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't have any pebbles."
You're Bam Bam, dude. That's an old joke. I feel like people don't get that anymore.
People or children?
The Flintstones? Do you think people know
It's
the
the
Flintstones?
Flintstones.
Really?
People, yes.
Yeah.
Remember,
Okay.
we're
We're
30. Like we
Duh.
are.
He was
it's not-
50.
it's
He was
not pe-
hideous.
More people know about the Flintstones than don't.
From the gummies.
I don't give a fuck. I knew it from the TV show.
I can't believe we're 30.
Speaking of age, I know we were talking about
Pebbles.
pebbles and songs. A band, and this might be 10 episodes. A band that I just can't fucking do anymore.
Let's all say it on 3.
Do you want me
I
to?
don't know. I don't know who I'm.
Because there's a band I just can't fucking do anymore, and I'm just like, turn it off. And I was listening
Oh,
to.
fuck. I think I know who his is.
They
Can
came
I
on.
guess?
They came on in the car
Hold
because
on, let him finish this. And
they
then
came on in the car, and I was like, Can we turn it the fuck off? And my mom was like, why? And I was like, because I just can't fucking do them
I think
anymore.
I know exactly who it is, actually. Because one time a song came on, and you were like, honestly, I hate this song. And I was like, what's happening? Because it's, if I'm right, it's 4 dudes, and they're really popular.
Say it.
Led Zeppelin.
Oh, no, I can still do Zeppelin.
Okay, there was
Easy.
one time.
Easy.
What song was it that came
I still
on?
really like Zeppelin.
You hated Zeppelin. Like, it came on in the car. You're like, can we turn this off? And I
was
like,
it? But was
Zeppelin?
it Stairway to Heaven?
No,
Okay.
it was,
Whole lot of love.
no, it was, fuck.
What's that one that's in weird?
It's
a
that
weird time
upbeat, happy
signature?
one.
That da na 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 da na na da da. Gonna make you sweat. Gonna make
Oh,
you sweat.
not Black Dog. I
Black
love
Dog.
Black
No,
Dog.
No.
It's
it
like
wasn't that.
changes time signatures 3
Yeah.
times within the fucking.
Wait, so
first
sorry. Who is it?
I don't know how y'all are going to feel about it, but I just have to say it because to me, I'm just like,
I'm gonna get upset.
I feel like you may. Or maybe not. See, this is what's exciting. Maybe y'all agree with
It's
me.
the Ramones, isn't it?
No.
No.
I
I'm
can't.
kidding. I'm kidding.
I just cannot do AC/DC anymore.
Okay. Here's the thing.
What?
Here's the thing.
I just.
I understand what you mean.
Oh my god.
I understand what you mean.
I
Wait,
was
are you
really
agreeing
scared.
with me
I was
to a
really
I'm
certain-
not
scared.
fully agreeing with you, but I understand what you mean.
I was really
Okay.
scared you were gonna say that. I was like, "There's no way. There's no way."
AC/DC?
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one here who's seen Angus Young shred in concert. Have you
Yeah.
guys seen AC/DC
I'm not
live?
saying they're not
No.
talented.
They're awesome.
They're awesome.
But
I just.
every song is the same song.
Yeah, well, it's because of their drummer.
Shoot to Thrill, Play to Kill.
Is the same as "You Shook Me All Night Long."
Shoot to Thrill is the best one. I think it's
Shoot
my
to
favorite
Thrill!
I
NSYNC song.
think
Way to go!
I like that one.
women, too many pills.
That's not a bad song.
I like "Shoot to Thrill."
But
you showed me "Shoot to Thrill."
It's You Shook Me All Night Long for the 9th time.
No, I
Yeah.
can't.
You fucking.
Any of those like summer songs, like
Even Hell's Bells to a point, I'm like,
like
it's
Hell's
the
Bells.
same
I
fucking
like Hell's Bells a
thing.
little bit.
Oh
What's
yeah.
What's the one that
I just
really-
can't. And,
No.
I've given up.
Let There
because-
Be Rock.
Ooh.
That's a good one. That's
Oh.
when they switched it up. The rock and roll was born. I'm like,
Yeah.
"Ugh.
No, yeah.
Let there be rock.
Let there be drums.
I'm like, yes. You don't ever wake up intense ever?
What was No, I just can't.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
Because they're just so repetitive and
That's fair.
they are very angsty. And we're out of angst.
It's
age.
like, dude.
But
Yeah.
I'm listening to Green Day and Offspring like crazy right now.
Yeah,
So I don't
that's-
know why I'm
Yeah,
talking
you
about
are.
that.
I was like, what's
Listen.
this wee shit out of angst?
Like I definitely still have some angst shit, but like they're like
I listen.
refined angst.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I'll still throw on some old emo for like
I still do.
Story of the year. I'm talking like 2000s, like
Story of the
fucking
year.
Paramore.
Fuck
I
yeah.
used to hate Paramore, but
Dude,
I
I
think
just
it was
learned-
the people
I just
that
learned
liked
still
Paramore.
into you.
Sometimes-
I
oh.
did. It was the people who liked Paramore.
That's been my
that-
whole life of hating
Truly.
things. Because my brother,
Truly.
one of my brothers, if he liked something, I hated it. And
it-
so
'cause
I
he
missed
had
out
it.
on South Park. I
Oh.
missed out on The Office at the beginning because he was like, "Oh, this is so funny. This is so great," and I was like, "Stupid if you like it."
I don't like it if
I
you like
hate
it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
And then it was great.
It was one of the best shows
And
ever
then
written.
AC/DC, and you were like, if someone was like, AC/DC's coming to your town, I'd be like, no, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? I'm not going to go.
I'm glad I saw them,
Yeah.
but
I just feel like they're.
at this point I could lose them.
I'm letting you know right now, I'm so sorry.
Back in Black is still
Still a good song.
one of the best songs ever written.
I think I shit my pants.
just now.
Yeah. I didn't actually shit my pants.
Oh, I was
Probably
gonna
because
say,
you
just do
liked
that finger
AC/DC.
check.
No, that one's going to hurt. That one's going to hurt your nostrils. I'm sorry.
Oh,
trying
that's
to
all
not
good.
breathe.
I've been over here diarrheaing the whole time.
Your dick sick?
Apparently, you're fucking gastrointestinally sick.
Intestinal.
God damn it.
You knew that?
Wait, let's go back to the music thing because I think I don't have one that I'm tired of, but I do have like a couple of bands that I'm like you're good, but not as good as I like. You were good for a moment, and I'm not really into you.
Classic rock has a huge part in my heart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Giant part. Love it.
course.
Like it really was like showed me so much. But it's now played everywhere. Wherever
people
you're at
miss it.
Lululemon,
Yeah.
you're at
Yeah.
like not that I
Yeah.
go to Lululemon, but like whenever you're like
playing
a
everywhere.
place,
Yeah.
it's what's playing.
Well, it's because everyone's so sick. Like, you can listen to one song for a month and you're tired of it already.
It's
Whereas,
just-
like, you go back to classic rock and you're like, there's a lot more
It's the opposite
instrumentation
of what this
going.
music felt like it meant.
Yeah.
You know, it's not supposed to be the everyone's listening to it. It's
Yeah.
the safe thing. I hate that.
Yeah. I know you do.
I want it to be a little like
Listen to math rock, then, you fucking loser.
no, like good music,
Math rock is so good.
not impressive music. Those are
Okay,
two different
any
things.
who's-
Is that
There's-
Cousins of Schoolhouse Rock?
What are the bands that you're like?
It's like what movie are you putting on? Paris, Texas?
No, dude, I'm
Or are you
putting
putting on School of Rock? You know what I mean? Like you're putting on the shitty but awesome movie.
Yeah.
Is it?
You're not listening to.
Yeah.
It's like what the fuck is happening?
I do love that shit, though.
That was actually kind of cool.
What I just
Yeah.
well.
I was like, that was a
Welcome
good
back.
skit.
Welcome back to-
back.
We'll be right black. When he said that, it was one of the funniest.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right black.
Why am I yawning? Because you're so fucking boring. All right, taking it over to Damon.
Yep.
No, what are the bands,
Oh,
dude?
sorry, I was
I
trying to
need
imitate
to
Brandon.
hear the bands.
One band that I like a couple of songs, and that's about it. Guns N' Roses. I'm like,
I can see it. Yeah.
I can listen to
haven't listened to
Slash
enough,
play. I can listen to Slash play constantly.
November
Love
Rain
him.
is one of the best
love
songs.
that song. Love that song, especially the guitar solo.
Dude, you
Listening
think
to
that song is over and then it comes back.
Like it's
tenfold.
like Sweet
You
Child
think
of
it's over
Mine.
and then it's not.
It's
then
like
it's like-
it's not their version of Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Yeah.
Sweet Child of Mine.
Yeah.
We've
Welcome to
been
the Jungle.
dancing with
November
Mr.
Rain.
Brownstone.
Civil War,
That's
dude.
about it.
Civil War.
That's
We
about
don't
it.
need no Civil War.
What we've got here is failure to communicate.
Which is from what movie?
Some man you just can't reach. So you get what we had here last week. And that's the way he wants it. Well, he gets it. I don't like it any more than you do. Dead horse? 14 years?
See,
Sick
you
of
showed
this
me
life.
Sometimes I feel
Not that you
being
care.
a dead horse. I think
Dude,
that's how it
no,
goes.
GNR.
Dead Horse is something you showed me on your iPod.
Yeah.
You had
Oh, yeah.
stacked that.
Appetite
Your,
for-
your iPod is the
Legendary.
only iPod ever
Yeah.
that I've seen filled.
Yeah.
Like
you,
there was no more room to put music.
yeah,
on.
you
Yeah,
had
strictly-
everything,
Well, because we
bro.
had fucking LimeWire in the day. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Bro,
did.
but dude,
Yeah, we
even when
did.
iTunes was popping
You
off,
had to know who was actually
You-
who, because it'd be like,
Even Chris.
The
who
Wind
had-
Cries Mary by Good Charlotte. Like, it'd be like, wait, hold on.
Wait,
and
yeah.
win.
Remember when I thought Stairway to Heaven?
win.
I thought Stairway to Heaven was by Jimi Hendrix for the longest time. It was because of
LimeWire.
LimeWire.
LimeWire
I was
did
like,
that
dude,
shit to
you
people.
haven't heard his version of it. And I was like, here it is. And you went,
That's
That's Led Zeppelin live, dude. I'm like, no, it's Jimi Hendrix. He's playing guitar. I was like, I looked it up. Do you remember this?
Remember this.
Yeah. And it was on my
Whoa.
MP3 player.
That is a deep cut.
Isn't it? I can't believe I just remembered it. Well, you guys can, but I can't at this point.
Well, yeah,
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Hey. Oh god, it's that little tickle chin.
Don't let him near anyone you love.
What do you mean?
He'll find a tickle chin on anyone.
Yeah, on an animal. I'm not gonna go up to a person and be like, "Hey, tickle chin." Really? Hey, fucking dead person! Right in your face.
Tickle chin is the creepiest
Chin
thing I've ever
is
heard.
crazy.
Hey, tickle chin.
No.
Oh wow, that's a pedophile. Get him out of
Yeah,
here.
tickle chin. Ugh.
That sounds gross.
Tickle
Dude.
chin.
That's
Do you
weird.
say that to Christina? Do you say, hey, tickle
I bet
chin?
you
No.
do. I bet you.
I
call-
bet you tickle her chin.
Tickle chin?
And I
Nah,
bet you
dude.
say it right to her butt.
Welcome back to Tickle Chin.
Tickle chin podcast. So you stretching? Oh, you little
"Nah, I'm
tickle
getting comfy."
chin.
When she looks like that sometimes.
This couch
I'm
is
like,
not
what do you
long enough.
Okay,
I
then
need
get
him
the
further
fuck
away
up
from
and
me.
leave. Sorry.
I feel like my
got a
tickle
little-
chin's too close to you. Don't
What
look at me.
chin? You mean have flabbing ass neck with your little turkey neck
Bro,
looking
I
at
got a
boy?
fucking, it's called a
Cooking-
cleft
cooking.
chin.
Man, with your little doo-doo ass boy. Dude, that's how you know you're getting cooked. On the subway when they're like, "Hey man, look at this guy." You're like, "God damn it." Well,
Do you
fuck.
do you get roasted on the subway?
I get roasted everywhere I go. Mostly- It'll mostly be
Next
if,
time you get roasted, just call him a tickle chin. See
if
what happens.
I'm getting
Give me that tickle chin.
if I'm on the subway after work and I'm just pouring sweat, that's when they get me. Because they're like, look at this sad bald dude. Like,
Dude,
I'm like,
when
I
you
get it. But wait until you're older, motherfucker. Because I used to be cool like you. And then I found heroin. And it ruined my life.
It must be awesome, though.
It's the best. It's the people say it's the best thing that's ever
It
happened
must
to
be
them.
awesome.
gotta
Until
be
it's not.
incredible.
May we never do it.
Yeah.
Kind of want to.
Let's do it.
100%
If we
kidding.
ever do it, let's do it on the podcast.
No.
Yes.
Oh, what was it that?
You're outmanned.
We're chasing that
You're
dragon.
outvoted.
Wait, what's it called? Chasing the dragon?
Chasing the Dragon.
Yeah.
No, they say like the first time you do it is
Yeah.
incredible, and
And
then
you see the
And
dragon.
then everything.
and then
is
your
just trying to get
body
back to that.
after like
Well,
the third
here's the
time is
thing.
like I'm in pain, and then you're like, all right, shooting up again.
I think I have a theory as to why that is.
You
it's
think
kind
you have
of
a theory?
Yes. I think
Go
I have
on,
a theory.
tickle chin. Yeah, tickle chin.
Listen here,
is
tickle butt
awful.
chin. Butt tickle chin. That's you.
Listen, the ladies love a butt chin, just so y'all know.
Yeah, so they can spit in it.
Ooh,
That was weird.
give her that hawk too and spit on that
I was waiting until somebody
I
said
had to explain Hawk Tua to Chris. I was like, you haven't seen the Hawk Tua? Like, I feel like
That's-
it's everywhere.
thing. She's
showed
signed to like every agency now. They're like,
Well, because they fired
You're
her. She was
amazing.
a preschool teacher, and they fired her.
I wonder why.
because she was.
What?
What? You gotta. She was just having fun.
That's
she was just
cool.
being
You
watched the
silly.
full
Have fun
Yes.
somewhere
And
else.
she was just.
Yeah.
She was just
She
being
was trying to
silly.
go across
It was
the street,
also
and then
in
her friend
Nashville.
was keeping her
Yeah,
there.
it was also in Nashville. Like what?
She was like,
she's
"That
in her
girl's in
20s.
trouble. That
She's in
girl's
her,
getting
like,
into
are
it."
you? We act like we don't have like 50-year-olds who fucking go out to Broadway in Nashville and say stupid shit and get drunk like that, and they're teachers. Like,
Yeah.
remember that fucker over there is a teacher. That crazy bitch that we're sitting beside, he's a teacher.
I don't Hawk Tua.
And spit
No,
on that
but you
thing.
talk about the huck puh and spit on, like we all knew what we were like.
Well, I think preschool's a little different. Like if I was
Is
dropping
it?
my
Is she-
kid off,
is she going-
if I was like, "Come on, Sally, really hawk to spit on that thing?" No,
Is
I
the
think I'll
preschool
teach my kid.
But is the preschoolers are they seeing that? Go, they're literally on their phones.
I
going,
assume.
that's the Huck Tua girl.
I
Like,
Just
assume
brings
3-year-olds.
unnecessary attention to the
that's
school.
fair.
Yeah.
That's I get it.
Because
But,
then you
like,
got
it's
fucking
kinda
weirdos
stupid
waiting
to-
outside the school, like, I
Yeah.
saw you on the internet.
It's
I don't
one,
know.
they would
It's
not
just
have
one of those
hired her
weird-
had she been the Hawk Tua girl when she interviewed.
Sure,
You know what I
but
mean?
at the same time, it's like
Spit on that thing.
who the fuck thought that was gonna go that viral that quickly?
I mean, it lets
You
you
know
know,
what I mean?
what we're missing in this country. Ever since Clinton,
Clinton?
we've been missing the point.
I think we just need a.
And more people need to give that hawk.
The hawk too.
I think we just need a president
on that thing.
that
You spit
can
on my shit?
shred.
Did you
I'm
see
your
that?
slave.
If she doesn't hawk to her, I don't talk to her.
That's fucking great. That's fucking.
And
This
then they
guy.
like ascribe it to like the Dalai Lama.
Oh yeah, that dude's out here kissing kids.
Yeah.
That was
Yo,
weird,
I listened
dude.
to it was a Ryan Holiday. I'm putting you on blast, Ryan. It was a Ryan Holiday podcast. He's like, and Rich Roll. He's like, I sat with the Dalai Lama. I'm like, you mean a kitty toucher? He's like, then the
Now I'm
Dalai
just thinking
Lama.
about
They were like,
Biden.
he got carried away. I'm like, hey, I've been carried away a lot of times. Never once have I been like, get over here, you child.
You ever seen Biden sniffing those girls' heads?
That's a weird
Listen.
Talk about some tickle chins.
one. You're so
He, Biden, I'm coming after you.
Oh, gotta
What?
be quicker than that.
Literally. Learn to stay awake.
I
You
was so
had
upset
you
with
could have
him.
napped the whole fucking day before the debate, but you were like, I'm gonna nap it on stage.
Do you think the Democrats are gonna get someone else in?
As a speechwriter,
No.
I'm mortified.
You don't think so?
No.
Then it's
because
Trump.
the next person
Then it's Trump.
the next person that they were talking about or like that has a lot of like
Clout or
attention
whatever,
was Newsom. And people keep asking him and he's like, "No, you rally behind like no one you don't go against it." And it's like, "No, you do. You should."
Well,
I mean,
he's too busy getting those
Californians don't
tax
love
checks in
Newsom.
California. He's like, guys, I'm gonna stay here
Jesus.
and I'm gonna help
I've
the
never lived in
homeless.
California, but you gotta trust people when it's their governor and no one likes him.
Yeah. But to be fair, they did have a recall on him and they tried to vote for someone else and literally the complete opposite and he lost. So, but it's also one of those things of like, we don't want this guy, but we definitely don't want that guy. You know what I mean?
That's how it feels. Like
That's what it
like,
was in
fuck-
California.
But I mean, with the presidency,
and that's you're 100% correct.
it's like no one. I mean, not no one, but like fuck that fucking one. And then this other guy, Grandpa.
yeah.
What are you doing, Grandpa?
You know what's bad is like anybody who like is like after Biden, I'm like, guys, stop being mean to him.
He's just Grandpa.
He's just Grandpa. Yes, he probably
shouldn't be
he
there.
Shouldn't be there. But well, also to be fair, the reason why he's still there is because he won't let it go.
Y'all gave Paul the job, Cat Williams. Joe Biden's damn 90. When he goes, Joe Biden's 81 years old. He keeps talking. Why are y'all mad at Joe Biden? He's damn 92 years old. He keeps going. Why are y'all screaming at him? He's damn 99 years old. Y'all gave Paul the job. It's like, fuck me,
It's true,
dude.
though.
Y'all gave Pawpaw the job is
Like,
insanity.
people are kind of using him just to be a. It's kind of weird.
yeah.
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 It's duh.
Sorry, not kind of. It's
It's
Also, it would be really funny if like people are trying to move out of California and go to like Austin or whatever, and they just couldn't go. I know that would never happen because America is like obviously you have citizenship in every state, but when everyone was going from California to Austin, I just wish they would have been like, "Where are you?" No more California people. You got to go back. They'd be like, "Oh fuck
be like,
me."
"Wait, what are we supposed to do with this trailer?"
Well, turn it around and pay your fucking taxes, okay?
ugh, taxes.
I know. I
You
will
were,
say,
you want to say? Go ahead.
I've been talking, so I'm going to take it away, David.
I was at a wedding last night. Is that where you're gonna get it?
Yeah, you were at a wedding last night.
So
I don't want to hear about it
I was
again.
dreading it. Dreading it. Any social, like, unless I have you guys,
Yeah.
if it's just me there,
Oh, dude.
I am the most awkward until, like, I open up.
Right. Until you start drinking.
But I don't, well, it helps. It definitely helps.
Yeah.
Because I just feel awkward
Yeah.
when I'm meeting new people because that whole, I don't know,
Well, it's
small
like
talk.
the last episode where we talked about that, like, who are you? What?
Yeah.
Meeting new people? Why? Why am I trying to impress you? Like, that's your...
Yeah.
So even when you're not trying to, you know,
I
have
just-
an
I just
intimate
like,
relationship
what?
with this person, you're like, what? What am I supposed to
Like,
do with
and
you?
also, like, why are you talking to me? Like nothing about you, but like, there's no reason for us to interact.
Yeah.
We're not giving each other anything. We're only both here because like we love people who love people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So anyway, I was dreading it, super nervous, because obviously they all know each other and they're all
Yeah.
Italian. And I was like, oh, here we go. This is gonna be
He's
this
just fucking Irish.
big old fucking.
This fucking guy.
And it was beautiful. It was a beautiful wedding. It was there on the beach in New
Yeah.
Rochelle. And the best part, and this is why I wish the bros were there for this, the food was non-stop. Non-stop. I'm not kidding. When you got to so we did the ceremony, and then we went upstairs, and around the whole room, there was an open bar, and then around the whole room was all these different stations, like all these different stations. There was a big like veggie thing, and then because I think the bride was vegetarian or is vegetarian. Then over here there was a mozz station, like a mutz, like mozzarella,
good
like he
mutz.
had it. Everything was in the big
Yeah.
water, and he's pulling
yeah,
it
that
out.
wet mutts. Oh, fuck it up.
Next to that was calamari and fried
Ooh.
squid and
Ooh.
like marinara and all that. Next to that is oysters and clams on the half shell. Next to that is hot dogs and
That's pretty sick.
fries. Next to that was I'm literally walking around the room right now.
Oh my
Next to
God.
that was what was after the hot dogs? A mashed potato station. It had
Whoa.
mashed potato, sweet potato, and mashed potato without the skins. So your boy got with the skins, put on some sour cream, some cheese, some chives, and then went over to the calamari and went bada with the marinara, or not marinara, but cocktail. After that was a Mexican station with nachos and like burritos. No, there were and quesadillas. After that was a pasta station with there were two types of pasta. There was a red sauce and a white sauce. After that was a this is before dinner.
That's
Keep going.
crazy.
Keep going.
After that was
I'm having a black ass moment right now.
After that was an antipasto, where it's like all the olives and the stuffed everything and the little
Yeah.
cheese. Bro, I was walking around. I was like, we were like,
Was that the final
giddy.
station?
After that, I think that was the final station.
Holy shit.
It was crazy. That's just cocktail hour.
Holy shit.
While
That
we're
was
doing
just
that,
cocktail
I'm getting
hour?
whiskey gingers. I'm meeting people. Hey, how are you? Hey, and
Have you had the taters?
we go in there. Now we get. Okay, the meal wasn't the best thing. I ordered the chicken. Never ordered the chicken. Order the beef. Order whatever the red meat is.
Yeah.
It will be cooked
Really?
better. When you're making
so
chicken
hard.
on a big scale like
yeah,
that,
yeah,
you have
it's
to
hard,
make sure
yeah.
it's to a certain temperature.
Yeah, and it's
so
gonna be
never
Dries
juicy.
out.
always gonna be dry
And
and
it just
overcooked
wasn't it. The
because
sauce
you only
wasn't-
get a certain amount of
Yeah.
time that you have to serve it. You can't like you get to let it rest a little bit, but like you got to cut into that shit.
It was.
Yeah.
It
It'll
wasn't
dry
it.
the fuck out
And-
quick.
Yeah. I
Okay,
shouldn't have got
heard.
the chicken, but I got the chicken. I finished it. So,
Of course you did. You're American.
Then there was a dessert thing. So while we're all in here eating and dancing and whatever, they're setting up cocktail hour, but with desserts. So first off, the first thing we do, there's a whole coffee station.
Oh, nice. Gotta have
So
the
I walk
coffee.
up and I'm like, I'm trying to get an Irish coffee. They said, well, you could get that here and then go fill it up at the bar. And I'm like, I don't want to do all that. Just give me a cappuccino. So we had 2 cappuccinos.
Nice.
Perfect. Now we're walking around. There was a chocolate fountain.
Ooh.
Around the chocolate fountain is pretzels, marshmallows, strawberries, and then some things that I'm like, these shouldn't be in it, like a cantaloupe. I was like, this shouldn't be near a chocolate fountain. Like that was kind of weird. They had a beignet station. They had all these cakes, like Hogwarts.
Oh my god.
When you're like so
Yeah.
many cakes. And
Whoa.
so I was like, Kristen, grab those beignets and go back to the chocolate fountain. And she was like, and so she was the person putting powdered sugar in the chocolate fountain because she was taking her beignets and doing
Yeah.
this and all the powdered sugar's falling. I was like, oh my God.
Oh, no.
But delicious.
Yeah.
Delicioso.
Delicioso.
And it was, there were donuts and, I mean, all those cookies in
Yeah.
there, like where they started passing out Tupperware. And they're
Oh
like,
my
no
God.
shit.
Yeah.
take things home. Like it was
Bro, I would have walked
The
out with a
food was
fucking briefcase.
Z.
I would have walked out with a briefcase full of that shit.
I-
Every single thing is coming home with me.
Yeah, it was.
Oh
I may have to
God.
get one of those cookies.
But I'll say this: the DJ wasn't it.
Damn.
Like people weren't really dancing. I do think it also had to do with who was there,
yeah.
Yeah.
You always
That's
got to
always
look
a
at the
big part.
crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but also there were like two things going on. You could be over here or over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you give people choices, they don't really choose.
They're
either.
not going to choose the dancing.
No.
No. They're
They're
going
gonna
to
choose the eating.
congregate. And eat.
Yeah, but the dancing was fun. We danced a bit.
Good.
The bride and groom seemed really happy. Yeah. You have any questions?
No, I'm just in my head. I'm like, fuck, dude.
I don't know.
Food station
I gotta make
sounds
sure that-
amazing.
The food at our wedding is I was like,
What are your plans for that? Because the food is it's
We
It's a very important
got
part.
the cocktail hour. They were like, okay, we can do this many thing. It's a super deep cut that y'all won't get, but it's Riff Raff the rapper. Vice Fuel did a thing with him where he was gaining a lot of weight and lifting, and his manager, they go to a restaurant, a seafood restaurant, and they're like, what kind of sauces do you have? She names them, and he's like, I want all your sauces. When they were like, we can do this many appetizers, I was like, the max amount, that's how many appetizers we want. They were
Yes.
like, are you sure?
Yes.
And we were
Yes.
like, yes, like
There's
was eating
Italians
that calamari.
and
Southern
and cooters
peoples
and Southern people
do as
coming
many
to this. And
as-
Burkiches.
Yeah. Do
This-
as much
Like,
appetizers
you gotta
as you can.
you gotta pig the fuck out.
So we have like 5 appetizers, I think, with like.
What are they?
We haven't built the menu. We've just like
Oh, I
place
see.
held
Okay,
everything.
Gotcha.
So they were like, oh, it's going to be this much. We paid the deposit. They were like, and we can come back and plan the menu X amount before. But we looked at all their food and we were like, deal. Because it was like prosciutto, kind of like the antipasta, and then on top of
Yeah.
prosciutto.
Oh, there was a
and
dude
then the-
shaving the prosciutto.
That's
like at the
amazing.
station, like at the antipasta station.
Yeah.
He was shaving right in front of you and like putting it on the plate. And I was like, I was mixing that with the calamari.
Ooh.
God.
No, I was eating.
That sounds amazing.
And then we have that. We have our main course, which is almost kind of like a Southern family style. So every table gets like
Gravy.
a big thing, and they'll just go around. And then we have late night bites, which I think we're going to do like chicken sandwiches or fries, or we may get a food truck to set up
You just
in the
reminded
parking
me.
lot.
I forgot there were people
Yeah.
walking around with food.
Oh,
my
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so
You-
sorry.
yeah, you got to have the cocktail hour
There were-
bites.
They had little lobster sandwich, crab cake sandwiches.
Yeah.
They had some of the most delicious sesame chicken on
Ooh,
sticks I've ever had. They had these
Yeah.
jumbo shrimp in this fucking sauce. Oh, that was maybe the best thing I had was the jumbo shrimp. And they were just walking around. I learned they had name tags. I learned them all. I was like, Gabriella, could I get that shrimp? Thank you so much. I was
Yeah.
like, Shy, how are you? That was her name. Shy,
Shy.
could I get the? It was
Yeah, you got to have good. So that was the big thing. It was food and music, obviously alcohol. Food, music, alcohol, which are
Yeah.
more than a
For
few
sure.
things. But
fuck
those are,
my ass.
so the DJ, he opened up for Juicy J,
FMA.
Kendrick Lamar, maybe. I don't
Oh,
want to
shit.
misquote Juicy J, and then he did the Super Bowl too. He
Oh,
did like
shit.
a official Super Bowl thing, maybe for ESPN, like when they have like the
Yeah.
panel and then the DJ doing the. He did that.
Oh my God.
And
Where'd you
then-
find this guy?
So Christina was looking. It's a company outside of Atlanta, and I saw him do
Oh,
a thing, and
okay.
I was like, I love that, because me loving music, I'm like, I want Motown, I want this, I want that, and then I want this song and that, and she was like, okay, make a playlist, but we need a good DJ that
Yeah.
understands. I was like, deal.
Understands flow.
BPM.
Gotta have it. Gotta have it.
BPM.
And
what
then
when you're trying to get
beats
people
per
dancing.
minuto.
But it's also the flow of the night. Like
Yeah.
you have to understand how you have
100.
to control the room with your music.
100%.
Can't have too many slow songs.
But
Which
if every
have-
song is a song you've heard a million times,
the
Yeah.
first song,
It's just like, okay, we'll sit here and
Here we
just,
go.
You gotta get a cup some things that are
Dancing
very new.
Queen,
Please no.
play that funky music, white boy.
No, No, I
I don't even know what the name of that song is.
No.
What is the name of that song?
play that funky
funky
music. I think it's just
white
funky
boy.
music. I think it's just called funky
It's
music.
either that or play that funky music. I
Lay
also
down
could
the
just look it up.
boogie, play that funk. Is it? Yeah.
Till you die.
God, that
But
is
the
a wedding
first song that we have our first dance song or this or that parent song, when it's like join Mr. and Mrs. She's like, "What's the song?" I'm like, "You have to realize like this is a song where no one can be excluded." And she was like, "Then what fucking song?" And I was like, "Dean Martin, Ain't That a Kick in the Head," or whatever.
Oh my God.
I was like, because that's going to get every old person on the dance floor. Every young person. What?
I don't know that that's what'll get them there.
No, I don't know that. I think
Dean Martin?
I think that'll get
Old
everybody.
women on the dance floor will get old men on the dance floor.
Exactly.
But Dean Martin is gonna do it.
You trying to get Bob Cooter to dance?
Yeah, good.
Is
luck.
that our goal?
Did he
If your
dance at the
mom,
wedding?
We get
if your mom
No.
hears
If we get
a
my dad-
Dean Martin song with everybody getting up there and having fun, she's gonna be like, "Come on, Bob," and you're there dancing
I'm
with.
gonna get him up.
Dude, if you get him
How
up,
lucky can one guy be?
Whenever I dance with him,
I
like
kissed
it's
her
me
and
grabbing
she
his hands and
kissed
like
me.
trying to get him to dance. He goes, "Whose son are you?" That's what he always says to me. I'm like, "What the hell is that?"
Like,
Oh
ain't
my
that a
God.
kick in the
He's
head,
like, "Whose
pops?
son are you?"
Ain't that a kick in the
Huh?
nuts?
what? Why? Because I touched you?
Because I can feel my hips.
Ooh, burnt his ass.
Gotcha.
But yeah, and then young people will be like, "Yo, I saw it in that Bronx Tale movie." They'll get up there. I saw it in The Sopranos, and then I'm up there.
You definitely need da, da, ba, da, 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 sugar we're going down swinging. That
Be
gets people
another
dancing.
one in the
100%.
bullets.
That gets white people dancing.
Sugar, we're
Young
going
That gets young
down.
white
We're
people
going
dancing
dun,
now.
dun.
That gets like our young white
Don't
people
you think?
dancing. Ish.
Oh, that
Thank
always
you.
gets. I think.
I'm saying here's the thing. It doesn't get white people dancing. It gets our young white people dancing, like our generation, and it gets them up going. You know what I mean?
Then
Like-
you end with Mr. Brightside.
Oh my god.
I'm just let you know. I think the girls dance to that song, and the way you get men on the dance floor is you get women on the dance floor.
Hey, buddy.
What you do is
I've
you
been
gotta
to,
think
like,
about who
2
you are.
weddings,
You know
okay?
what gets everybody on the dance floor? A fucking what is it called?
Party houses in the house tonight.
That's something you play once everybody is on the dance floor. But
Cha-cha
just
slide.
a line, a line
No,
dance, a
I-
cha-cha slide, or Cupid shuffle, or
But
I will
also,
do
you're gonna have
neither of
us,
those,
We're gonna
so.
get everyone up. Bobby's wedding. The reason people weren't dancing
That was
because we were all talking.
we were all talking. But they also did
we
not-
danced a little
They
bit.
didn't play a lot of like
Yeah.
dance-worthy music. It,
It
was,
was
all
not a
like
great
Bob
DJ.
because no, it was their playlist. Bobby's music sucks.
He's not a great music
He's
guy.
not a good music guy.
Love
he
the guy.
listens, You know
He's
what?
not a music guy.
He doesn't listen to anything that you can dance to. He listens to like his music is, "Oh, I'm in the car.
Billy
Let
Joel.
me listen to music." It's stuff that you just like can drive and
Frank
do this to.
Sinatra.
Hey, Bobby, you played Vienna by Billy Joel 38 times
Hollywood
in
And
a
you
row.
never let it finish. You
Hello,
stopped,
you
you
crazy
went to the next
child.
fucking
next,
song.
Next.
Next.
Bobby, can you no next? Like
Yeah,
the
can
drive
we hear
up
a
to
full
see your
song?
show,
He did it
brother
on the way to
of
Six
Christ.
Flags.
I was
He
like,
played
can we just-
half of Moving Out. Who the fuck are you to
Can
play
we just
half of
not
Billy
listen
Joel
to
song?
music?
He's
then?
too anxious. He can't let it play.
He can't.
Like,
Which
let's
is
just not
weird
listen
because we would when we were in high school and we would be riding around all the time. He let the music just play. He just let it go.
He can't.
It was
now.
also
He can't let
we
it
were
go.
also mostly on the radio. But when we
Yeah.
did play
Lucinda Williams.
when we did Lucinda Williams.
She has a song "Can't Let Go."
Oh, okay, well, weirdo.
Hold on. And then we got the cigar bar. Gotta have the cigar bar.
Cigar bar.
Cigar bar.
Gotta have a cigar bar.
We're gonna be doing that out back, so that's gonna be cool.
I don't love cigars.
Well,
What?
I'm a Southern man getting
love
married.
cigars,
we
dude.
gotta have a good cigar.
I mean, I'll
love
have
cigars.
one. It's just I've never been like, oh yes, cigar.
I love cigars, man.
It just feels like I'm sucking a guy off.
Because honestly, her dad's
a
gonna be
weird
like,
dick.
"Oh, my daughter just got married. I'm having a cigar."
Yeah, of course he is, because he's one of yours.
What is it?
What does that mean?
You're such an asshole. You're such a dick.
Got it. So yeah, we'll have cigars,
Such a dick.
have some drinks. Gonna
He's
have
a creative autist, as it were.
we're gonna have the wedding cake, and then a bunch of moon pies. Because Christina was like, moon pies are
Bunch
from
of cream
Chattanooga?
pies at the wedding.
I like that. I think that's cool.
Yeah.
That's Chat Town, baby.
Wait,
Yeah.
yeah, moon pies are awesome.
Yeah, because she was like, I didn't know they were from here. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, duh. Does she know anything?
I don't think so.
Have you like really thought this through?
Yeah.
She name me one thing she knows
Everything.
Her name.
Her name?
for now.
That's some big
Got
dude.
boned.
Hard.
You were thinking it too. Some political crap. I got a
Got a
zero
zero
on my
on my
SATs. You know you get 600 points just for signing your name, right?
You broke my heart.
Ask me about my winner.
Ask me about
Why'd
my
you get
wiener.
fired from the Quick and Stop?
I
was trying to make a shrimp slushy.
me.
That
That's
sounds awful. Why'd you
gross,
do that?
Because I was hungry and thirsty at the same time. That's so gross.
I'm experimenting with some very unstable herbs. I saw that and I was like, Dad, refill the Dr. Pepper. This movie's a classic. If you sneeze on me again, I'm going to hold your hand till the very end.
I want to hold. No, dude, the Beatles.
That's one that I'm actually like.
I think
Hold on.
because
I didn't grow up
every
with the Beatles though.
girl
And
had a
every
tote bag
annoying fucking girl from
with
high
the
school,
Beatles and the
yes.
glasses, and they made you feel like shit.
Because you didn't
So-
listen to them like they
They were like,
did.
I guess you're not a man.
And you know
it's
exactly
like, oh,
who
fuck
I'm talking
you.
about too. HB.
Oh.
God.
You
God.
too. I remember
I'll
graduation
never forget her
night.
showing me the
Dude,
Strokes.
that's
She
the
showed me
one-
the Strokes, and I don't mean that dirty.
Yes, you did.
Like, it was
Okay,
so cool.
Reptilia, get the fuck out of here.
I do love that song. Though.
No,
And I'm going
actually-
too fast.
the first one I ever heard was Someday.
I don't know that song.
If I hear
I
that,
just know Reptilia.
But
toe beans.
no, it was,
That's
I just
also
felt
why I didn't
cool.
like. But that's truly why I didn't like the Beatles.
Because she was sitting in my lap, and I was like in 7th grade.
And you were
she
like-
sat in my lap and then put her earbuds in my ears.
Oh, that was
hot.
And
That's
played
so hot.
that was
Someday by
love
the
back then.
Strokes. and I
Kids will
was
never
like,
know
Sitting there,
that.
She's like,
She was like, "Here, listen to this," and I was like,
Like, this is
I was like,
awesome.
"This is a pretty good song,
And
I'll
it's-
never forget it."
Yep. And I'm just gonna slide this over.
It's like, wait, hold on,
I
belt buckle.
7th grade. Carter and I were outside Riverbend, laying down on a
around the river. That's a music festival. in
laying
Chattanooga,
down.
Tennessee.
Yeah,
Correct.
that's no longer around, which is so sad.
Yeah, it's just like on hiatus until further notice.
It's
That's how I
done.
saw
It's
Skinner.
done.
It's never gonna
Nelson,
come back.
I
Kid
heard
Rock.
Skinner because I was at the movie. I was working
Yeah.
the movie theater.
We heard Freebird.
Oh no,
together.
I mean
Freebird.
when I was in elementary school. That when Skinner came that time.
Oh, see, we heard them in high school because we were and we'd already done the check-in, and I was like, dude, I'm missing Skinner. And then all of a sudden you heard, I went, Evan, you're taking this. We're going outside. We don't get to see them, but y'all be damned if I don't get to hear Freebird live. Fuck you.
Yeah.
We walked outside and sat there for 13 minutes. 13 minutes and
That's
listened to them
fucking awesome.
fucking shred for free. Just listen to it. And I was like,
I told you about when I heard Elton John warm up,
yeah, because you were working the...
working Bonnaroo.
Was
Yeah.
it crazy?
And like we're setting up the stage
so
because we were just
awesome.
like fucking peons, and you heard over the loudspeaker for the main stage. You heard, plum, 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 and I was like pushing something, and I just stopped, and I was like, "Am I hearing Elton John's sound check right now?" While I'm like,
But
setting
it's
up
also
for other
the
awesome
sound
bands.
check song to play.
Plum,
Just
Blum,
like even
blum.
the
It was
actual song is
awesome.
played live. It's not in the studio. The
and
actual
it
song,
was probably someone else. Like honestly,
I seriously doubt it.
for a
if he's-
sound check,
Yes,
maybe.
you still
Maybe.
because he still has to show up. It's not until like later.
But in my head, I was like, "Ugh, it could be someone else, David. I always like to
No,
lessen
dude, you
things.
gotta. If you don't go to sound check and if you fuck up,
Yeah, they're gonna fire Elton.
no. I'm saying like it fucks your performance up.
Your career is over.
Everyone's replaceable,
Like you
dude.
don't have to go for a long time, but like I know I've always heard musicians like they always show up for sound check.
I'm sure.
Because if their levels are off,
In my heart,
they
I
get
want it to have
pissed.
been his fingers tickling the ivories,
I
like a
think it
little
was.
tickle chin.
I think it was. Why
But-
else would they
Watch
play
out.
Why
that
can't I say
song?
a fucking tickle
Donut.
chin? And you
Tickle
go-
chin is so weird.
It's an animal. They have a
Sky.
tickle chin.
Oh.
Make up your mind, babe. Come on.
Oh.
Tyler.
She's stuck.
Back up. Hey, back up.
She's like, I don't
Her
know.
right paw.
I'm scared.
Skylar.
Figure it out, dude. I know you know how to. See what I mean? Because you just did it.
What time is it?
I remember when Rock
17:21.
was young.
5:21.
Right.
Me and Susie had so much fun. Wait, how long has this episode been going?
An hour.
An hour? It's pretty good.
Is there something else? I played golf for the first time.
How did that go?
Another thing I was dreading, but I was dreading it for different reasons.
Right.
Yeah.
Like this was her dad, and then 2 sisters, fiance, boyfriend, and then me.
Jesus.
Fiance, boyfriend, dad.
Okay.
First time golfing.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
You saw me at Top
Top
Golf
Golf.
last. Like it ain't it. Like I was telling him, I was like, yeah, I didn't change my form. I changed the way I was facing to try to make it go the right way. You know what I mean? Like in Wii bowling, and
That's so real.
I like, oh, if I just move over here, boom. All right, there it is. And then honestly, wasn't that bad. I wasn't great by any means. I only lost 3 balls. The rest stayed fair.
Okay.
3 went into the woods, gone forever.
To
I'm
grandmother's
not
house
getting
we
back.
go.
100%. But wasn't terrible. I don't know if I love golf,
Okay.
but I think we would have fun.
We would have
Yeah.
a blast because we'd be drinking the whole time.
100%.
Were
The
y'all
thing-
drinking?
100%.
No, because it was
Was it a
we
dry
got there
course?
at 10:50 or sorry 9:50 was first. What's it called?
Tea time?
Was
Tee
tea
off.
time was
Yeah.
9:50, and so it was a little early and hot. Like I
And?
would have been. It was not it.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Um,
that's usually you're supposed to get there early, and you just start drinking.
I'd be down,
You know
but
what I
we
mean?
were letting him run.
Oh yeah.
The whole
Obviously,
thing,
it's the
yeah.
dad. And then it was just what was really nice was he had some not great plays, and then he get angry. He was like, and then the 2 guys that are like around there a little more often than I am were like, hey, hit another ball, hit another ball, hit another ball. It was so chill, like so chill. I would pick up my ball, throw it, like they were like, just throw it in, because the big thing that I felt was like wasting other groups' time
Yeah.
Yeah.
because they're
Yeah.
coming up close to you and they're like,
Yeah.
all right, go, move, and it's like, I just didn't want to be in the way of other people.
Right.
I was fine holding up our group, and I think that would be our problem was we would take so long on
Yeah.
each hole.
So much
That
time.
Bobby would beat the fuck out of everybody.
And so that's why I was like picking up the ball a lot and just,
Yeah.
I'll just pick it up and go where you all are,
Yeah.
drop it there and play from there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It was a
100%.
lot of that.
From I Love You, Man. Ready to play, ready to play, ready to play.
It's also like baseball is hard to get out of your body.
Yes.
Like they were like, hey, don't pick up your left foot. But like
yeah.
when you're hitting
When you hear you.
you step into
Yep.
it. And then when I'm doing this, I would just pick up. And I didn't even know I was doing it. But they were like, no, it's in the hips. They were like, it's the
It's
hips.
all in
And
the
then it's
hips.
like this whole, it's just like a
all in the
weird
hips.
movement.
Oh.
R.I.P.
And
Who?
they can't do it. They're doing a second one, and
Yeah.
he's not going to be there.
Who? What?
They're making a Happy Gilmore too.
Well, he was dead in the first one, anyways.
Yes, but there's no way you don't bring back Chubbs in some
No,
way.
yeah, true.
You know what I mean? That he
Yeah.
would,
Or they
it's
do the
all
Star
in
Wars
the
thing.
hips. I don't know what they do.
All that AI.
Oh yeah, but it was creepy.
Chubbs.
It was weird. I think there's got to be. I just thought about that, but like Carl Weathers is gone, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna do something about it though. They'll like do a tribute or something.
Have you guys played golf? I know
Yeah,
you have.
I played with Carter.
Have you played golf?
Never.
Not once.
No.
It's so much fun
It is fun.
I'd
It
love
is
to.
fun.
because
I'd
you're
love
just
to.
on the green. You're just
It's
in the
chill, but it's
green.
like not
no,
in
you're
a
just,
really
like,
nice
you're
way.
competing a little bit.
Yeah.
But you're also just like hanging back drinking. Everybody in a country club or whatever, they got flasks.
This was
they
a
got
public course.
Either way, people are drinking on the golf course.
Yeah. We only played 9 holes. We didn't do a whole 18.
I feel like 9 would be
Nine's
perfect.
okay. Of 18,
18,
you're gonna
I'd be
there for
like,
One of the
hours.
guys,
Let's just shoot some heroin.
Carly's boyfriend Scott, He had just played 27 holes the day before.
Jesus.
Christ.
No, he's like
Christ.
he had been playing since he was 2. He was like good.
Yeah.
No, like put it right where he wanted to. Like, and I was like, "What's happening?
Yeah.
Why am I here?"
Literally.
And
Yeah.
they're literally like, "Yeah, because Kristen likes you. Like that's why you're here."
That's crazy. I went to college with a guy who ended up going pro as a golfer, like in the PGA
Wow.
thing, and he was like pro, and he like played for a year and a half, and he was like, I fucking hate this.
Yeah,
I was like, what?
I believe it.
And now he just like is a rider.
Well, he was saying that he went to school with a guy who played golf, and he said he wasn't the smartest guy, but sorry, he went to high school with a guy who played
Yeah.
golf. Wasn't the smartest guy, but he went to Duke
Holy
because
shit.
he
played-
was good at
he
golf.
was really good
Yeah.
at golf. Yeah.
And now he works for Blackstone,
What?
and he takes clients on golfing
Golf,
trips,
yep.
or not trips, but plays
Yeah.
golf.
yeah.
And
Does a deal with them.
by
Deals
the
him-
end of it, not because he's smart or good at his job, but because he's good at golf.
Deals are made on the golf course.
Like, what are we missing out on?
By not golfing?
Why don't we try a podcast while we're golfing?
That
Why
would.
don't
That
we
would
That's
be
a really
insane.
good idea.
But, like
actually.
have lapels.
Yeah.
That
Let's
would be
do
crazy cool.
one on the course.
This
Look,
fucking
that'll be when we get
sucked.
Bobby. That'll be when
That'll
everyone
be
meets
our-
Bobby.
Yeah.
That would be so
a golf
fucking
episode.
funny.
Dick
Let's do
sick.
it. Or we even go to Top Golf or something.
They'd be like, "What are you
Topgolf
filming?"
might be a little too loud. We would need like doing it in a loud space.
Yeah, you're right. It'd be
It's-
funnier if we were on the course.
It's so much fun because we would.
There
have
were
to
so
deal with
many
anybody.
hills. Holy
Did
shit!
y'all have to walk the whole thing?
We walked the whole thing. We didn't
Oh,
have
shit.
carts.
Yeah, you gotta rent
Um,
a cart, dude. If
Jesus
that's okay. If you're renting a cart, or
And
if
I
you're
was
not
picking
renting a
up
cart,
thing, I
you're
was
like, maybe not.
Grabbing
Maybe
the
we don't
towel,
drink.
wiping my fucking face. I know it's just for my fucking hands. I'm taking my hat off.
Yeah, it's good that
Fucking-
you didn't drink then. You gotta like.
It was so hot.
Yeah.
It was humid. I was bad at it. We were walking around. I was carrying these clubs. The worst part, I don't know which club to use.
Oh.
Every
Get your 9-iron on it.
they're like,
I don't know
on
what the
this
fuck
one, you
that
might
is."
want to try a wedge.
A
Try a.
wedge.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what the? Huh?
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you're fired. Shooter McGavin,
Yeah. Well, Shooter McGavin.
and he's coming back too.
You know, I do like Shooter McGavin, but you know who I like a little more?
Who?
Fun Facts with Cal.
Fun facts with Cal.
So for today's Fact with Cal, I want to talk about the moon, specifically full moons. Now, this idea that the full moon has an extra power and pulls on the tides more is actually based in science. So everyone knows that the moon pulls on the tides, but what a lot of people don't realize is that the sun also affects the water on Earth and therefore the tides. The Earth is basically a stone that is floating in a bubble of water. And when the moon and the sun are on the same line, as is the case with a full moon or a new moon, those gravitational forces pull extra hard and that water bubbles out into an ellipse. So as the Earth rotates in that bubble of water, you have higher tides and lower tides. Now with a crescent moon, though the sun and the moon are not in the same line, and therefore their gravitational pull in a way cancels out to a degree. So you have less difference between high and low tides.
Why is this called Dixit? Dixit. What a weird name.
I'm feeling dick sick. Someone get me a computer.